I want you to ask you something. Do you remember your childhood?
No.
Yeah. What did we used to play? Do you remember?
Hide and seek.
Cebollitas.
What? Sorry.
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek. What else?
Las traes.
What? Well, I remember that I used to play at the park. Do you remember that? Somebody play at the park?
Es muy inseguro.
I used to play with like bicycle or maybe with a scooter, or I used to play with my friends, hide and seek, and also the game of stop, where you declared the word to your worst enemy. Okay, this was all the origins for this device, the hoverboard. The scooter was the device that inspired this little guy. This little guy called Greg Henderson. He combined two things, the technology and the need of transportation. He launched with the help of his wife this device on the internet, and he almost broke the internet when he introduced this device. The hoverboard is basically an advanced skateboard where you stand up on the board and you lean forward or backwards, and depending on your movements, the device moves. As you can see, all of these skateboards were practically the same until Greg transformed the skateboard into something more innovative.
So, what are the benefits of using the hoverboard? First of all, it is fast. Not only is it faster than walking, but it also is less sweaty and less tiring. It's eco-friendly because if you use a hoverboard, you don't have to use a car or the public transport. It's fun. You can buy happiness, but I've never seen someone crying in a hoverboard. It's cheap because it's not as expensive as a car or even a bicycle or even as running shoes. It's only $150, totally worth it. It's easy to use, even a kid could use it. You could see in the internet videos of kids with hoverboards like 5 years old, but nonetheless it's not recommended for people over 50. Of course, you don't exercise as much and you don't burn calories as much as you do as running or as walking. So it's important to do exercise apart from using your hoverboard. Some of you could wonder that we could end like this, like in the movie WALL-E, where we don't make any exercise, and some say that it begins the era that the robots are controlling us. But I say that robots are only a tool that we use in order to make our life easier.
Okay, so what's for the future? Future hoverboards will be able to float above the ground using electromagnetic fields in order to repel from the surface. Furthermore, it's still a work in progress. But
Have you
it's
seen Back to the
coming.
Future? Something like that.
But this is coming up to the reality. In fact, there's a hoverboard which is from the trademark Lexus, which actually can hover above the ground. It's still a project in progress. It's not it's still on the common market, but it will be able soon. So imagine all the possibilities. And for at this time, it's just a toy. But with this technology, we could create bigger devices for transportation, or like trains, cars, you name it.
But also, instead of using like segways or motorcycles, cops could use the hoverboard for catching thieves, or or in restaurants, waitresses could use the hoverboard. I don't know. The possibilities are infinite.
But the hoverboard, this hoverboard, you're
Yeah, it will be most cost efficient and more fast because you don't have the friction with the ground. So, so now it's the future. And as Abraham Lincoln once said, the best way to predict the future and to predict your future is to create it.
Abraham Lincoln.